Recursive function in VB.NET. A function which calls itself to perform a particular task repeatedly is called as recursive function. One good example is factorial calculation. So let's get into the example and understand how it actually works. I'm going to define one function, factorial. So function is a keyword. Fact here is my function name. I'm going to use byval variable which I am going to use for my calculation and return the function in the type integer. So my function return type is integer. Inside the function I am going to define a temporary variable for holding the result, that is dim has result, and it is also integer. Res will hold the result. I am giving a simple if loop here. If num is equal to 1, then directly it will return 1. If it is not equal to 1, that is if the condition is false, then it will go to the else part. So let's see how the form will be executed. So we will return the result, either it is 1 or the calculated form. So we know what is res going to hold. So let's see what res will hold here. Res will be equal to a form here, that is factorial of num minus 1 into num. So this one will be calculated recursively if num is not equal to 1, if it is false. So if you can consider an example of num which will be equal to 5. So we know that 5 is not equal to 1, so it is false. Our recursion will calculate 5 into 4 into 3 into 1. So once this calculation is recursively done, we know the output will be 120. My function is end now. I will get into my submain. In the submain, I am going to write my primary function console.writeLine and factorial of a number. So I am giving a statement which will be displayed on the output screen. It could be any statement which will describe the function, and then I am going to call the function. So my function name here is fact. I am going to write fact and I am going to pass one parameter. Since it is asking for one parameter num, I am going to pass it as 5. So when I am calling fact of 5, the function will be called, that is fact is the function name, parameter num will be assigned to 5, and it will check in the if loop whether 5 is equal to 1. It is false, so it will go to the else part. It will execute the form 5 times and return back the function to res will give it to factorial, and the output will be visible. So let's compile and check the program output. So the output here would be resulting this way: factorial of number is 120.